Dude, I'm gonna do so much on Airbnb. I'm gonna Airbnb so hard, dude, and it's gonna be so easy. All you gotta do is buy a house, spend some rackies at Walmart Plus, get you a futon and a coffee table, wood. You'll be your own CEO, bro. You're CEO, bro.
You're in for a big awakening, buddy. Let's talk about 5 things to check out before you start your Airbnb journey. Up close and personal. What's up, folks? Welcome to the Nice Flippin' Choice channel, where we talk everything real estate and DIY home projects and watch a guy fail right in front of your eyes so that way you don't make the mistakes that I make. My name is Garrett. I am the host of the channel, and I'm a licensed real estate agent and real estate investor in Houston, Texas for the past 5 years. Today, we're going to talk about 5 things to check into before you buy your next Airbnb or your first. And these are some of the best tips that I've seen when buying these places, and I've bought them for myself as well and made quite a few mistakes. And some of my clients have made a couple mistakes too, but we've nipped them in the bud over the years and they've become even more efficient now. So let's talk about what we've learned. With number 1. Gotta bring my finger over next time. Number 1. So, first on the list is experience. And no, I'm not talking about how long you've been doing it. I'm talking about the experience you're providing for your guests. If you're gonna do the same old where you grab a condo, put the futon in there with a little Sony TV in the corner, a little Roku TV, and then, you list it up 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it's a studio or something. Like, if you want to go that route, go sheer volume. Be my guest. This part probably not for you then. But if you're really trying to provide an experience for people, something that they can, remember and talk about with their family, and just, keep really expanding on what people are trying to do with the trends, and people are trying to find real experiences when they go out now, then think about that when you're buying your place. Think about what you would feel like going there and how you would feel and what type of environment and stuff you're going to bring to it. This will be huge in plotting out what you're actually going to purchase and go forward with in the areas you want to look for, and what kind of attractions you need to look by when you're looking at these areas and places. Focus on trends that are happening within people, but don't overdo it. There's a line between becoming too out in the wilderness or something, if that's what you're trying to do, or too beachy. There's still got to be a level of comfort for people when they're doing their Airbnb, but push the experience value and keep that level of comfort they have when they go stay at their home or a hotel. Number 2, check to see if it's unrestricted. I highly recommend you try finding a place that is unrestricted and most likely has had vacation rentals happening before, if that's what you're looking to do or provide an experience. Towns by a lake, ski towns, beach areas, things like that. They have been doing this for years, and now they're never going to have a problem with, never say never, but they're never going to have a problem with these super short-term rentals, because this is how they've made their livelihood before they even existed. So find out the county permitting office, call them, talk to them, ask if that's something that's, allowable, see if there's these places on Airbnb already in the area you're looking, and then this will give you knowledge going forward. You won't have to deal with HOAs, any type of restriction, anything that could say that you're not allowed to short-term rent after you didn't even realize it, or they end up changing later on their mind. If you're in an unrestricted area, you're going to more than likely be good going forward. Obviously, consult with a realtor or a attorney or anybody that you want to talk with before going over these things. Call out to the county permitting office. I just did this recently on a new place. It took me about 10 minutes to find the person I needed to talk to. Got the answers I needed rather quickly, and I was on about my day. So it's not too much to hassle, but it will be a hassle in the end if you don't find us out before. Number 3, researching your taxes. Now, I'm in Texas, and one of the new places I just bought is out in cattle country. Not too, it's between a lake and a national forest. But this particular property I bought is on 11 acres. It was before an agricultural land. It had an agricultural tax, blah, 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 blah. Agricultural tax exemption. This allowed the taxes to be much cheaper for the person that was selling it to me. One thing that happens when a buyer is coming in and they're not going to perform agricultural tax exempt activities. That is a tough word and tough thing to say right there, not gonna lie. What happens is it triggers what's called rollback taxes. I knew this going into this with this place, and a lot of the places I were looking at had this stipulation, so I had to do a lot of research on it myself because at the time I didn't even know about it. But I became more aware, and it wasn't, at first it was extremely daunting, but started talking to people, talked to the county appraisal office. I found out it was only going to be about $4,500, which is a lot of money. But in the scheme of things that I'm trying to do with this property and where it will end up at, it was not much to move forward with everything I wanted to do. The government doesn't want you taking land basically that was set for agriculture and then turning it into a business, but they also become more lenient over time. So it's kind of a weird dynamic there with it. But I say that to make sure you're researching your tax code, all these other things like that, making sure that the number that you're using with your lender is going to be the perceived value going forward, and you're not using the old value. If they had certain exemptions that you found out about, a lot of times the number pops up without the exemptions. But, just make sure your tax numbers are in order, because that's something that can get a little wonky and can completely mess up your monthly payment if you're paying on a loan, and can completely mess up some of your numbers if you get into it too deep. Number 4 is use AirDNA or something similar. I use AirDNA. This really helps you narrow down the places that you want to look at and be able to compare properties way quicker. My time is super valuable. I try to treat it like that. And the fact that AirDNA allows me to compare properties, compare rates, and things like that. It is a little pricey, but it lets you be able to focus on the areas you want. When I was just, when I buy new places and look at it, I don't pay for the national things. I'm not a big national investor or nothing like that. Usually I'm kind of in my own areas, beach areas, lake areas nearby in Houston. But I usually pinpoint maybe 3 or 4 little cities or small towns or whatever area AirDNA allows me, and I'll pay the $20-$30 a month. I can't remember exactly which one it was for each zip code or whatever. I'm not sponsored by AirDNA or anything like that. I just use this a lot, and I think it's a really valuable tool for people that don't know about it. And then number 5 is find a really good agent or get your real estate license yourself. I have a video that's discussing way more in detail about this, about the pros and cons of each one. But if you will not get your license or don't have any interest in doing that, then 100% find an agent that knows the areas you're looking for, knows Airbnb, like how it works and how to crunch some of the numbers and, things like that on there. This will help you tremendously, and show them how serious you are and how much business you're going to bring them and things like that too. Show them you're ready with a pre-approval from a lender or your cash ready to go or something like that. And show them you're serious. The thing is, a lot of realtors get their leg pulled.
A lot of people saying, hey, I want to do this. Hey, look for some places like this. And most people
aren't serious about it. So if you're serious and you're really trying to make this happen, which I believe you are because you've watched this long in this video, then find you a good agent and show them how serious you are. Or if you're really serious and plan on doing this for the long haul, I recommend getting your license. Watch my video and you'll see why. That was just some quick thoughts on what I think about our 5 big things to look out for when you're getting ready to do your first Airbnb or your next one. You can go the futon, coffee pot, 32-inch Roku TV in a studio calling it a 1-bedroom route. Or you can go the experience and really change people's lives with the experience they get from your place. Pick your route.
No, that's too much work. I'm on the way to $1 for a holler tree right now. And peace out, dude. Passive income, here I am. CEO, bro. See you, bro.
Yeah.